and welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup look is a Christmas inspired makeup look, and I decided to do a colourful makeup look for this year's look. And for today's look I'm using the Gingerbread Spice palette from Too Faced, which is a super pretty palette. So if you'd like to see more, then please keep on watching. So to start off my base today, I'm going in with the Mecca Cosmetica In a Good Light Tinted Moisturiser. And I love how this looks on the skin. It's super luminous and very natural looking and pretty much undetectable. So that is why I'm using it, because I want to keep my base really nice and natural looking and really fresh. So next I'm going in with the Born This Way Multiple Use Concealer. And this is just going to brighten up my skin and give it that really nice, fresh, dewy, natural and brightened appearance. I don't like to use too much, just because a little goes a long way. Sometimes I just use this when I'm going to the gym just by itself, just to give me a little bit of coverage. And even on those days when I'm just running errands and I just want a little bit of coverage, I'll use this. But in saying that, it almost acts like a foundation alone because it has that much coverage to it. I'm just going to buff that in. And then I'm just going to use my ring finger just for underneath the eyes. And my skin is already looking super bright and fresh, so now it's time for the next step. Do you guys like my little Christmas ears? They're very festive of me, although I don't feel like it's Christmas. Like, it just doesn't feel like Christmas at all. You know, we've had so many devastating bushfires and just, yeah, it's just been horrible. So it doesn't feel like Christmas, but you know what, I'm gonna make the most out of it. And I thought, even though I'm not in the Christmas spirit, I feel a little bit like the Grinch. I kind of look a bit like the Grinch today as well. But yeah, I thought I'd make the most out of it and do a Christmas inspired makeup look because, you know, why not? Next I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to set my eyes. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush from Morphe and just use a touch. Once again, I don't like to use a lot of setting powder because I don't want to get creases, but I just set it just so that, you know, my base is pretty much done. Okay, now it is time for the fun part, which is the eyeshadow. Woo! And for today's eyeshadow look, I'm using the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. And this is the original palette that came out last year, so this time last year. Now there has been another palette that's been released, which is the Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. But we're just sticking with the original palette. I really, really like this palette and I love the colors in this one. They're super Christmassy. They're really Christmassy and really festive. And I love just how deep these colors are. And I often use this eyeshadow palette for many different occasions, from work to everyday to going out. And yeah, it's a really cute little palette. It's a really cute little palette and I love the packaging. It's so Christmassy. And it has, and it has a little gingerbread man up the top here. So I actually missed out on picking this palette up last Christmas. I didn't realize how quickly these limited edition palettes would sell out. But Too Faced brought this back in July and I got a friend to pick it up for me whilst I was actually in Europe. So I did get my hands on it, and I'm really happy that I managed to get my hands on it because it's such a gorgeous palette. Okay, so for today's makeup look, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm thinking something a little bit more colourful than your average Christmassy makeup look, just because that's what I'm feeling. I'm going to dip into the shade Powdered Sugar and just buff this all along my base of my eyelid. Buff this all along my eyelids just as my eyeshadow base. I always love to use a base. I just find that it makes, not only does it make the shadows pop, but they go on a lot smoother. Okay. Next, I'm going to dip into the shade Sugar Daddy, which is this one down here, and run that through the crease. Okay, so that's just given me a nice pink crease to start off with, because I think I'm going to do a pink look. I forgot to mention this palette smells so good. Smells like vanilla. I wouldn't say it's like actually like a gingerbread, but it still smells good. I'm going to go into the shade Looking at My Cookie and just deepen up that crease, which is this one right here. Now this brush, I don't know the name of, it's just from Morphe and it's just a crease brush. And I'm just working on elongating my eyes and making them look longer. One thing I will mention about this palette is that it is a little bit powdery. Okay, so now that I've deepened up the crease a little bit and just added that pink, vibe to it, I am gonna go in, just tidy it up a little bit. I'm gonna go in and deepen up this crease even further. So what shade should I do? I'm gonna go in with the shade called Spice is Nice, which is this orange shade right here. I'm just going to take my trusty Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush in the number 227. Now, don't judge me, my brushes are a little bit dirty, but I'm washing them tonight. I just didn't have the chance to wash them because I was out all weekend, but tonight is the night. And I was working all weekend, so I went out and I worked. So, plus today I'm doing a colourful makeup look, so I may as well wash them once I'm finished. So I'm going to take this into the crease. That is such a pretty shade. Especially layered over those pink shades, it gives it a really nice colour and undertone as well. I'm just going to deepen up the outer corners as well. So I thought whilst I'm here, I would catch up with you guys and let you know what I'm getting up to over the next few months. So I cannot believe that Christmas is next Wednesday. Like, what the hell? Where did all the time go? I will never know. Okay, and I'm just going to start buffing that out with my 223 Luxe Crease Brush from Zoeva. Yeah, so I have absolutely no idea where all the time went, but it's Christmas next week, so there's that. And I'm just kind of keen for it to be over, to be honest. I'm really just not in the mood for Christmas this year. So yeah, there's that. Basically what I'm doing now is just working heaps, going out with my friends as much as I possibly can, and waiting to graduate in April. So I have to wait until April until my graduation ceremony, which is really annoying because I'm finished, you know, and I have to wait so long. I'm just packing some more of Spice is Nice on the outer corners. And I'm really excited because I'm going to Bali in January. At the end of January, I head off to Bali for about 10 days and it could not come quick enough. I really need a holiday. But yeah, up until then, I'm just working hard, going to the gym, working on finishing all of my Europe videos and filming some new makeup content, and yeah, then I go to Bali and then I'll be back, and then yeah, same thing. And now I'm going into this really pretty hot pink shade called Gumdrop, and I'm using my 227 Luxe Definer brush. And I'm just gonna pack that on the outer corner and also blend it through the crease. And I'm just going to buff that out again with the Luxe Crease brush. I feel like the pink has really taken over the orange, but that's okay. Dipping into the first shade, the Powdered Sugar shade, I'm just using this shade to tidy up. Going back into Gumdrop on the 227 Luxe Crease brush, just to pop it back on the outer corner. Just from where it got a bit buffed away. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the shade Hot Toddy, which is this beautiful shimmery shade down here. I'm just going to use my ring finger. Now this shade has some orange and yellow shifts to it, and also some brown shifts in it too, so it's not just, you know, a pink shimmery shade, like it's actually got some dimension to it. So I'm just going to pop this on the middle of my eye. And just work it around. That is so pretty. I just love my ears. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm so excited to go to Bali. I definitely feel like I need to just have another holiday after exams and working so hard all year at uni. I really just want to go somewhere, relax, go out, have fun, and Bali is such an amazing place and I cannot wait to go back there. So yeah, so exciting. But up until then, I'm just focusing on working hard with not only work but also my makeup videos and makeup content, as well as my Europe content, and just having fun and going out with my friends, and yeah, just smashing the gym pretty much every single day, and yeah, just setting the tone for the start of 2020, which is so exciting. So yeah, I hope all you guys are well as well. And yeah, stay tuned for some more content, and more consistent content at that. But I cannot wait for next year and what it's going to bring. I have been working towards some really big changes in my life, and next year is the year that they all are going to happen and fall into place, and I cannot wait. But until then, I'm just going to stay focused and do the things that make me happy, and yeah, that's really all you can do. That's the most important thing to do in your life, is to find the things that make you happy and make you want to keep going on. So next shade I'm going to go in with is, I don't want it to just be a one-dimensional pink eye look, you know, I want it to still be Christmassy and festive. So I'm going to go in with this gold shade, which is called Warm and Toasty. And I'm going to pop that on the inner corner. That's really pretty. So now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite shades in the whole palette, which is Spiced Eggnog, which is this champagne-y shade up here. And most days I'll actually just use this shade by itself and just pop on some mascara, and it is just the perfect everyday shimmer shade. So I'm just going to pop this on the inner corner. And then if you guys know me, you know that I can't just use one or two shimmer shades, I have to use a whole lot. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Frostbite Me, which is this white shimmery shade right here. And that is super pretty. That's what it looks like. It looks like snow. And I'm just going to pop this over the inner corner. And I just went back in with that same brush that the shade Gumdrop was on, that hot pink shade, just on the outer corners, just to kind of define it a bit more, because as I went in with the other shades, it kind of buffed it out a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with a Morphe brush and just take the shade Gumdrop, and I'm just going to run this under the lash line. And I'm going to go in with this shade up here called Gingerbread, and also just run that under the lash line. And then I'm just going to buff out the edges like so. That is looking super pretty. I'm so happy with how this is turning out so far. I'm going to buff away the fallout. I'm using the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Eyeliner in black. The hardest part about doing winged liner is making them both even. Okay guys, so I've just popped some lashes and mascara on, and now it's time for the highlighting. So I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora palette, and I accidentally dropped it and one of the shades shattered, but look how stunning these colors are. So I'm going to go into the shades Eclipse and Luna for my highlight today. And I'm just going to go over the top of that with the shade Spectra. And that's just giving it a bit of a purple hue to it. Love that purple shift. So pretty. Now I'm just going to buff it out a little bit. And I'm just going into the bronzer from my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette from last year. The highlighting palette. And just go over the top. because it is a Christmas look overall and we want to be glowy. Woohoo! I look so glowy. So now it is time for the lipstick. Okay, so for lipstick, I'm using the Too Faced lipstick in the shade Too Too Hot. And this is from the 2018 holiday collection. And this is such a pretty shade. It is just the perfect mixture of pink and red in the one lipstick. Now I'm just going to go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Wonderland. I'll just go over my eyebrows quickly. I haven't been filling my eyebrows in as much lately, and I've been really liking the look of less. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna brush them out. Perfect. Okay, so I am all done. This look is completed. This colorful Christmassy glam. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see how it looks. And yeah. Okay guys, so this is the end of today's makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed my colorful Christmas glam. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys, and Merry Christmas!